Hi, I'm Simon. I'm the store manager here at Gaziano Girling on Savile Row. Been with the business 3.5 years now, and it's a great job. I grew up in Bedfordshire, just north of London, in a place called Leighton Buzzard. And then I got into retail in Milton Keynes for a tailoring brand. I went on to a shirt maker on Jermyn Street, ran a couple of those stores. And then whilst doing that, I actually became friends with Justin Fitzpatrick, who people will know as the Shoe Snob. He obviously had a very good relationship with Tony and Dean. After he left to go back to America, I had a conversation with Dean and Tony and was lucky enough to land a job here at Gaziano Girling, and 3.5 years later I'm running the store and loving it. I think my earliest influences in terms of footwear and caring for footwear, funny enough, actually started from when I used to play golf. We used to have presentations after the round, so shoes, suits, and all this from a young age. And then that really has stuck with me throughout my career. You know, making sure you present yourself how you want to be perceived by others, and then also how you want to see people dress as well. A question that comes up quite frequently actually, and one that I didn't think would be as different as it is. Just the importance of fit, you know, and I do say this line quite a lot to customers, is that a badly fitting shoe can physically affect your body and, you know, later life, whereas a badly fitting garment, it can't. It may not look as great, but I think that really hones in on the importance of having footwear that really does fit and investing in great footwear. And that's why I'm here at one of the best footwear brands in the world. I think the experience when you walk into our store, it's relaxed, it's friendly, it's honest. What we do is quite an easy job in terms of, you know, the product sells itself. You know, our role is to really understand and get to know the client, you know, how they're going to wear the shoes, where they're going to wear the shoes. And that's the fun of working here and in this industry, is that, you know, we can really build good relationships, you know, and at the end of the day make the customer walk out feeling happy about what he or she is wearing. And when I got the opportunity to join Gaziano Girling, I jumped at the chance. You know, it's a product that I'd long admired. I actually bought my first pair of Gaziano shoes 9 years ago, funny enough, what I'm wearing today. And it was a brand that I really believed in and felt passionate about. You know, if you can be passionate about a product, I think it comes across better in your sales service and the experience ultimately that the customer receives. So, what I'm hoping to unveil in here is a new chukka boot. I'm fortunate enough to have 12 pairs of our beautiful shoes at Gaziano Girling, and this will be my first chukka boot. I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised. Twist around. I looked at my collection, thought about what I'm selling a lot of at the moment in store, and I do think that there is room for a chukka boot, something which really bridges that smart casual look. I've gone for the mole suede, which is our darkest brown suede, because I think that is, you know, an extremely versatile colour. I sell it a lot in the store. You know, I think the whole suede works really well with different textures like flannels. You could also pair it with denim. It wouldn't look silly with tailoring or formal suit. It's classic, it's elegant. I've also gone for two new things, or relatively new things, for the business. First one is our gum-light sole. So it's another version of a rubber sole, but extremely light. Really looking forward to trying this. And also, I've gone for our R18 last. So this is sort of a bridge in between the GG06 and the DG70. Not quite as almond toe as the DG, but not as necessarily classic and rounded as the GG06. Yeah, I think looking down at them, certainly from a profile point of view, you know, I'm really pleased with how the R18 has come out. So we do two chukka boots. You know, we do the Wallace, which is what I'm wearing now, and the Aaron boot. Very similar. The only difference being the Aaron has slightly more stitching across here. And I just felt that for this boot being quite a sort of a toned down suede, you know, I just wanted to keep it as clean and as, you know, sort of fuss-free as possible. You know, I have seen recently a few clients that have done the Wallace or the Aaron boot in Deco Square, you know, in like a vintage oak color, which, you know, extremely sleek. Such a versatile model that you could, you know, really formalize or tone down casually. I'm really pleased with the Gumlight sole. You know, obviously I'll give it a wear test, but, you know, it feels very comfortable and can't wait to get walking in them. My ideal 5 pairs. For me, I think, you know, it goes without saying, there should be a black Oxford of some sorts in your wardrobe. There will always be an occasion where a black Oxford is needed, whether it be work, wedding, black tie events, any of those things. I think that is a must in any man's wardrobe. I think secondly, a form of brown Oxford, not necessarily plain. Something like our St. James, our Adelaide Oxford, super versatile, you know, goes with an awful lot of different things. I think that is, again, one of the must-haves. I think country dependent, but I would definitely get 1, potentially 2 loafers. Big fan of like a suede tassel loafer like our Corniche model. And then probably just a black, classic, elegant loafer. I think you'll certainly see more men and women in the workplace wearing loafers. It is more acceptable now. And it's got to be a Chelsea boot. You know, I personally have the Burnham in vintage oak. It works great. I've worn it with a chalk stripe flannel suit. I've worn it with jeans. I've worn it with separates. And, you know, I feel that it works well with all of those outfits. So I think those are my 5 key models that I would be having in my wardrobe. With this pair, it does bridge a gap in my shoe collection, and, you know, I'm thoroughly excited to get these out and about and wear them in store. I mean, what better way to toast a new pair of shoes than to crack open a cold one? Bottoms up.